Okay, so we are on part 2. And I've lost my... There it is. Okay, so we're talking about planning. My screen just scrolled. Okay, so once we have the plan, we are less likely to procrastinate, because when the stuff keeps building, really, Christine, tell them to shut up. I'm speaking. You can mute yourself. Oh, she did. Thank you. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. So when we feel overwhelmed, we automatically procrastinate because we have this big, long list of all this crap to get done. So like I said, if you plan, you pick your non-negotiables. So for me, my non-negotiables for my day would be and it doesn't have to be just business. It can be like your non-negotiables for your entire day. So you have to go to your day job. If you have a day job, that's a non-negotiable. So you would plan that day job hours. Like Rhonda has different hours every day. So she would have to plan her hours, and then you then can plan the rest of your planning around that. So if you know that you're working till 3:00 and there's a team call, let's say at noon, you can't come to that team call. However, you need to be planning to watch that recording of that team call, which I know you do, Rhonda.
Yes.
So having said that, code word, motivation. So those of you that have just joined in to watch the recording have to message me with the code word motivation, and I will give you an entry. Don't message me, don't get an entry.
They don't get it until they watch part 2.
All right. That's my boo-boo. So yeah, so last week, 2 weeks ago, I had, I don't know that some of you know this, but I've started to help out, or I got hired on by Alicia to do some stuff for her business. So she has like this Rock.S.S coaching business, but it's much more than that. It's a community. So I've been hired on to do some Roxy coaching and stuff like that in her team group, which is why if you join her groups, I welcome you to them. I know I've got a couple of girls on our team that are like, why the hell are you welcoming to Alicia's group? I kind of work there now. So when that happened, I had to look at my schedule and go, okay, I've got this that I have to get done for my Rock.S job. I've got this that I have to get done as a mother. I have this that I have to get done as a wife. No, I don't have a lot that I have to get done as a wife, but mother, this is what I have to get done for my business. Am I frozen? I'm frozen.
I don't know. She's frozen.
I'm frozen. Am I still
You're
frozen?
You're back. No, you're good now.
You're back now.
What was the last thing you heard?
I don't know.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I had all this stuff that I had to do. And so I had to figure out what are my priorities? Like, what are the things that have to get done? So with Rock.S, there's a whole bunch of stuff that Alicia's given me to do for work. And let me tell you, she's one hell of a boss. She yells at me. but her business is run a certain way. You know not to screw with her. You know what her boundaries are. You know that if you screw up, you have to own it. You know that she is not going to give you, let you give her excuses. So like when I say to you guys, if you want to see results, you need to do step 1, and you don't do step 1 and come back to me and say, I didn't see any results. And I say, well, did you do step 1? And you say, no. I'm going to be me, Kyla, is like, well, you really should go ahead and, try step 1 and you might see some results. Yeah, that's not what happens with Alicia. So even during my 2-week training that I had to do with her, if I screwed up, I got yelled at because she has her rules. And if you don't follow them, she tells you. So she runs her business and her staff very differently than I run mine, but I can tell you that she's turning me into a very different person because I'm not going to do all the things that I have been doing because it's a lot of work. Like I'm constantly answering Facebook messages from our team about the same goddamn question that everybody's asking. So if you guys post it in the freaking team group, and I'm not talking about you, Patricia, if you just message me, I don't want you to think I'm talking to you. But your questions are different. But
what?
But seriously, post your.
I asked you with my questions.
What's that?
I said I text you with my questions.
Yes, but I also know that you're at work and you can't get onto Facebook to get my response.
That's right.
Different. And you needed a response, right? But but when you have like when any of you have like a general question, post it in the group, because you're not the only one that has that question. So you're actually helping other people with that question in the team group, because then when they get the answer, everybody gets the answer. And not only that, the team comes together and helps each other and problem solves together. Like Rhonda will often, and Amanda, answer questions that Carrie and I could answer. And I used to respond right away to stuff, and now I'm going to wait. So I'm going to start to wait, because you guys will grow as business owners, and there's a lot of you that want to become leaders. So you'll become a better leader and a better business owner when you start to help others. Right? It's not that I don't want to help you, but like I've got a gazillion things that I have to do too, right? So, and when I go back to my full-time job, I don't have access to comment all the time. Anyways, regardless. Okay, moving on. Let me just make sure that's nothing important. Oh, one of my customers is missing something in her freaking outlet order.
That sucks.
And you know what really sucks about that? Because it's an outlet order, she just gets reimbursed the money.
Oh dear.
We lose the PV. Oh, well, moving on. More importantly, my customer's not happy, and I got to make her happy, right? So now I have to give her like $10 in chaos cash or something. Okay. So anyways, plan. We've already talked about that. Okay. So I think we can all agree, tell me if I'm wrong, but when we're really, really happy and we're like feeling like we're on cloud 9, everything kind of comes together. So when we're not feeling overwhelmed and we are feeling good, our family is like cohesive, our relationship with our partner is pretty good, our business is running fairly well, and we're feeling good about ourselves. So I think that you really want to be aiming to be happy, right? So get rid of those negative thoughts, because the more happier you are, the more you're going to say yes to things and no to things that don't pertain to you. When we're not in a good place and we're overworked and overstimulated, and we have so much crap in our head and there's all this stuff going around, you're more opt to saying no to yourself and yes to everybody else. So like if my kids, really good example, when I'm overwhelmed and I tell my son to clean something, like let's say empty the dishwasher, and he doesn't do it right away and I'm really overwhelmed, I'll go and do it, because I just don't want to argue with him. I don't want to get into the argument. So I'm saying yes to things that I shouldn't be saying yes to, and I'm saying no to things that I should be saying yes to. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then when I'm in a good space, I have the patience, and I can say to my son, no, you were asked to do the dishwasher. You need to go and do the dishwasher. Just because I have 10 minutes downtime does not mean I need to do your dishwasher duty. And then I'm more opt to also saying no when somebody says, hey, Kyla, can you take on this task? No, because I'm in a really good place and I feel okay with myself to say no to somebody. If you look at yourself and really think, I bet you'll notice that you're saying yes to things when you're not unmotivated and you're overwhelmed, and then saying yes to things that you wouldn't normally say yes to, because you just don't want to deal with it. And it's so much easier. Like for the longest time, my kids have not had chores, and people have told me I was crazy, but for the longest time, my kids didn't have chores because I could do it quicker. I could get it done right. I never asked my husband to go and do things a certain way but now I'm learning that it's okay if it's not done right, but I need to be delegating, because I don't need to be doing everything, because that's adding to my mind clutter. That's adding to me being overwhelmed. That's adding to me being miserable. So by delegating, I'm taking weight off my shoulders, and I'm feeling better about saying no to stuff and saying yes to stuff. So that's another challenge. I think you guys need to try that. Like seriously, I think the challenge, instead of trying anything, I think just think about what are the things that you're saying yes to right now, and what are the things you're saying no to? And if you were in a really good space and you weren't feeling overwhelmed and you weren't feeling like things aren't going right, would you still be saying yes to those same things? And would you still be saying no to those same things? And I guarantee you it would be different. I guarantee it. So there's two things that you can do, or that I do, that make me happy, that I suggest to you. And one is, when you look at your business, the first tasks that you should do and when you have your 10, 15, your 10, 15, 20 minutes, the first things that you guys should be doing are things that make you happy. And why is that? Because if you start your work time doing stuff that makes you miserable, you're not going to want to keep working. So if you do the things that make you happy, like maybe like for me, I love phoning up my hostesses and asking, or not phoning necessarily, but texting up my hostesses and saying, or my customers and saying, hey, how did you like your item? Or how did you like this? Or what are you using this for? So starting your day off, even personally, with positive things. I look in the mirror now, I have stickies. My poor husband, I have stickies all over my mirror. Today is a good day. I love Mondays now. Did you see that post, Rhonda, in Masterminds? I love Mondays.
Yes, I
Mondays
did.
Used to suck. Do you know why I love Mondays? I have a whole freaking week to work on my business. I have a whole week to build up my customer base. I have a whole week to build relationships. I have a whole week to make some kick-ass commission. And my internet is unstable. I apologize. Did you miss any of that?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Nope.
But that's my new mindset. Mondays are awesome. So Monday kind of sucked in the afternoon yesterday only because something happened that kind of I allowed to make it suck. But my Mondays started off really, really good because I had that mindset of I have a whole week to work my business instead of, oh my God, it's Monday. So that mindset changes things. And like I said, I have stickies everywhere. I have stickies all over my desk. I have them in my bathroom saying certain things. In fact, even with my kids, with my daughter, who's a very negative child, oh my God, let's get it from the mother. I'm trying to change her too. So in the morning, Sydney and I have a new mantra. We are thankful and thankful and grateful for, and she'll say silly stuff like butt cheeks. I'm happy and thankful for my butt cheeks. Or she'll say, I'm thankful and grateful for spaghetti or something stupid like that. But it's getting her to constantly be thankful and grateful because I'm telling you, my kids have everything they need and more, and they're not grateful. They don't understand what it's like to not have all this stuff that they have. And what have I done? What have my husband and I done for the past 12 years since my son was born? Give him everything he wants. And we used to give ourselves the excuse. What a stupid excuse this is. Well, we did it because we didn't get everything when we were kids. Really? My kids are spoiled brats. I wasn't. I was not a spoiled brat because I did not have. Am I frozen again? Am I frozen?
No.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. You're
You're
good.
good now.
It looks like I'm
You're
frozen.
good. Okay.
When I was a kid, I was not a spoiled brat because I didn't get everything handed to me. And my kids get everything. It's stupid. Not anymore. Oh my God, they have no idea what's coming. They have no freaking idea. They're gonna hate us. But it's gonna make them better human beings, right? It's gonna make them appreciate the things that they do have. Now, Rhonda, are you frozen or are you typing? Patricia, you're not frozen, are you? Oh, good. Okay, I can't tell. It looks like you guys are frozen. Okay, number 2. And this is really, 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 really important. So even though I just said to you guys, don't message me with all of this stuff, put it in the team group. I also want you to know there's a difference between asking the same question over and over again that somebody else could benefit from and asking for help. So when you're starting to feel overwhelmed, and I'm so glad, Christine, that you posted in our team group today how you're feeling, because I don't know, right? As much as I talk to Christine, Christine's my neighbor, literally. As much as Christine and I talk to each other on a regular basis, I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what's happening. And it's the same with you guys. I have no idea because every day can change. So if you need help with something, like Patricia has no problem messaging me, and that's fantastic. But there's some of you that don't necessarily know me well enough or don't feel that it's okay to ask. Am I frozen again?
No.
Okay. Good. Why is it frozen for me? That don't feel like you can ask for help, and you need to ask for help. I'm going to give you a prime example. So Alicia gives me this big freaking list of some of her project managers. So she gives me this big list of stuff to get done. I look at this list, no word of a lie, and I'm like, what the hell is she asking? I don't understand one thing that she's asking me. And what she's done is she's talking to me like I am a rock star crew that's been there and knows the lingo for everything. So I'm sitting there and I'm spending hours looking through all of her documentation and everything, trying to figure out what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? If I had just asked, I wouldn't have had to take that much time to find something. But I was afraid to ask because I was afraid she was going to yell at me for asking. And you guys I'm not going to yell at you. I might down the road as I get more confident, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to yell at you, but you may be thinking, is she going to think that I'm, not a good person, or, that I don't run my business? Everybody runs their business differently. Where I'm at with my business is completely different than where you guys are at with your business. Some of you want to be where I'm at, and I can get you there. Just tell me, I'll get you there. No word of a doubt. Like, I promise you, I'll get you there. But even if you only want to get to where you're bringing in $300 or $400 a month to pay for your kids' extracurricular activities, and you're stuck and you don't know what to do. But if you ask me and you send me a message and you say, Kyle, I don't know what to do. I can't get any parties booked. Really? Do you know how many posts I have done in our team group? Sandra's different. Sandra's new. Anybody else that messages me and says, I can't get parties booked? Are you kidding? There's so much training in our team group. There's so many videos. Do the searching. So go in, and I don't mean, are you kidding? That was a little bit of Alicia coming out. Just kidding. But go into the team group, go into the search, and punch in what you're looking for. If you're looking for information on follow-up, if you type in follow-up, all the posts that have ever had the words follow-up in it show up. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sandra? Do you know how to search?
I'm just actually going in there right now on my computer to see if I can.
So when you go into the team group on a computer, you will see on the left-hand side, it says Team Fearless Closed Group, discussion members. See the search box? It says search this group.
Yeah, I see it.
And you can do that in any groups. So like if you guys have joined Direct Sellers Rock, Alicia constantly posts information in there too. And it's the same thing on your phone. So on your phone, if I go into I'll just go into promoting direct sales. On your phone, up at the top, there's a search with a magnifying glass. And you can search for anything. Now, once you do that search, if you can't find what you're looking for, I strongly suggest you post in the group and say, Kyla, Carrie, whoever, team, I have searched for blah, 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 and I cannot find the answer I'm looking for. And I will devote my time to that. But if it's a simple, basic question like I can't get any parties booked, I'm going to direct you to do that. Now, if you say to me, Kyla, I've done everything I possibly can to book a party and I can't get any parties booked, then the next question I'm going to say to you, okay, tell me what you have done. So have that prepared. Have your list of what you've already done so that we're not wasting time with me going through all the things that you've already done. I can hear what you've already done, and then I can say, okay, have you tried this, or this? What works for me to book parties doesn't work for Carrie, and vice versa. Carrie will say to someone, okay, I don't know if she says I have a goal, but she'll say, you know what, the large utility totes kick-ass special this month, you're booking a party. I can't do that. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it. It's not my style. It works for Carrie, so Carrie does that, and Carrie has no problem booking parties. She doesn't book every party like that, but that's how Carrie books parties. I am someone that doesn't book parties at parties, and it's not for lack of trying. It's because I am a relationship building person. I don't believe that I would ever go to, and I'll use Norwex as an example. Let's say I go to a Norwex party. I don't know the consultant. And she says, I'm going to give you a gift for booking a party through Christine's party tonight. That's nice. I don't know who you are. I don't want you in my home. Now, if she's done her job properly, and properly isn't the right word, if the consultant has the time, which let's be honest, at most parties she doesn't. I know that for a fact. If I've got 12, 15 people at a party, I don't have half an hour to build a relationship with every single person there. So what happens is at checkout, I will say to the person, are you interested in booking a party? Different wording. And when they say, oh, maybe, then I say to them, join my Facebook group, get to know me. And I'm telling you, ladies, because of that approach, 75% book a party with me down the road because they build that relationship with me. So if you're not somebody that has the ability, like Patricia probably could, Patricia has a sales background, right? So Patricia also has probably more skills than me and majority of us on building relationships because she's a salesperson. And what do you have to do? You have to build a relationship with someone immediately in order to get them to trust you to buy your product, right? Am I right, Patricia? She's frozen.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Right.
Yes, no, good.
Right? So for us, or for someone like me, I take time to build. I don't trust people immediately. So I don't expect people to trust me immediately. Now in my Facebook groups, sometimes I can book a party right off my Facebook party. Sorry, not my groups, because my Facebook parties last 4 days. So I've got 4 days to build a relationship with these people. Speaking of relationship or Facebook parties, am I frozen? Am I frozen? Can you hear me? God damn it.
Nope.
Break.
No.
No.
Yes.
So, sorry, there's a message there. Shit, as I say. Oh, Facebook parties. Okay,
Kids are.
I want you to bear with me for a second. I'm gonna reset my Wi-Fi.
I can hear you.
I just reset my Wi-Fi, so hopefully that'll help. Okay, so speaking about Facebook parties. So I have created a Facebook party template from start to finish. And when I say start to finish, and this is for you guys, okay? So that's our next training. It's going to be on this Facebook training. So do I have a copy of it? I do. Okay, so it looks really long, but I'm going to explain to you really quick what this is. What this is step by step from the minute you book the party until you submit, actually not until you submit, until the order is shipped and delivered. Okay, so every simple step. So I'm going to give you an example. I give you the exact wording to use to message the hostess right after the booking. Hi, blank and blank. Thank you for booking a fun party. Have fun making your wish list for your free shopping spree, blah, 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 blah. I give you exactly what to send to your hostess. The next, and there's a checkbox. So you can check off that checkbox. You've done that task. Next task, send hostess letter to hostess via messenger or text. I've created the hostess letter for you. Okay, so you don't even have to do that. You just have to maybe put your name on it. Then next thing, enter party into virtual office. So every single step by step. I even tell you what to post in the event for the 3 days. Okay, you don't have to use this, but what I'm hoping is that I know a lot of you want to do online parties, and this is based on doing a live party because I'm manifesting out into the universe that you're all going to feel comfortable with doing live parties. And really, live parties are the way to go, and I'll tell you why. Big reason is because that's the closest, by doing live, that's the closest you get to a home party where they can see that product. So I can look at my beautiful cup. Right, so I can talk about this beautiful 31 Tervis tumbler, and I can put it right up to the screen. Like, look at that amazing print. I can, describe what it looks or feels like.
Are we getting those 31 cups?
No, we're not. And here's the reason why. Sorry, I meant to post because we're gonna do team ones. We're gonna do them with our team name on them. I don't want to brand 31. We got to brand us.
Okay.
We're not branding 31. We're going to brand our team because our team name is freaking amazing. So I want to brand it everywhere. Yeah. So, and it'll be cheaper. It's also going to be cheaper for me to do that. So I'm going to make a template, or Yolanda's going to help me make a template to put on it. Why are people texting me?
Ignore them.
It's Carrie.
Because they love you. Cynthia.
I apologize. Yeah. So anyways, Facebook parties are the way to go because it's like being at a home party and being live, your goal. So like your first goal that you should ever make after you get off this phone call, other than your planning and all the other crap I've talked to you about, you need to go live. And
So when
practice
you
in our team group. Practice in the team group. Do a live in the team group. Don't do a live for the first time in front of your customers. Do it in our team group. Go live and just put testing, and I'll come on there and I'll support you, and it's fine. I have to do it on my phone. Some of you with Microsoft computers can now do it right on your computer, your laptop. I can't on my Mac, but I've been told that you can on the computer, Windows based. So I highly recommend doing that because once you do it once, then you do it twice, and then you do it 3 times, it's nothing. I don't know if any of you have watched me do a live, but I pump myself up before the live, and I have this incredible energy. And that energy is what keeps people watching. If I'm sitting there going, so this is the 31 Tervis tumbler. This is a mouse. 31 mouse. This is a mouse. You're not going to stay watching. But if you're like, oh my freaking God. No, I'm just kidding. If you're like, wow, look at this. This is a Tervis tumbler. Straw tastes great. The juice is non-alcoholic. Like, right? But to see how I'm funny there too, that's the same thing. You have to do the funny stuff too. And if you think that you can't be funny, I never was funny before. I am so funny now. I will like crack jokes so bad in my team. I mean, ask Kim. Every time Kim is on there, I get so mad and drop the shit bomb, and then she tells me her freaking son's watching, and I'm like,
He's not watching. He's right? In bed now.
but
he wanted to see you. That's why I had to show him your face. He's like, can I watch her? I said, no.
But see, he wants to watch me. You have no idea how many Facebook parties I have booked off Facebook parties because of my lives. Because they want that. They know that the sales are going to be good for them and they're going to get the hostess rewards. And they know their friends aren't going to be sitting there bored stiff going, why the hell did you invite me to this shit? So, I mean, I don't drop the F-bomb or anything like that, but the shit bomb will come out a couple of times when it's funny, not just like, oh shit, right? Like it's done properly. Or like I was showing the tray. I don't know where it is. You know, like the little keepsake tray. That. And I didn't know all the group of women in this party the other night, but I said to them, I was like, did you guys remember watching like Saturday Night Live? They're like my age, Saturday Night Live back in the day with Adam Sandler. And he had the dreads, and it was the skit where he'd say, and you put your weed in it. So I'd be like, you can't put your weed in this, guys, because it's not covered. It's, you know, it's not going to stay fresh. They were howling. I mean, do I put my weed on a keepsake? I don't even have weed, but it was funny, right? And they all thought that was kind of funny. And then you can get really excited about what they're drinking. And I've done it oftentimes where, you know, I'm drinking my drink and they're like, oh my God, you've got to be drinking alcohol because my energy is like way up here. Nope, I'm not. But I might joke around with them and say, wow, this is a decaf coffee with some Kahlua, right? Like I might joke around. Trust me, my sales have skyrocketed. I've done one home party in the last 2.5 months. And I'm doing $4,000 or $5,000 in PD a month off Facebook.
Are your Facebook party presentations always at least an hour long?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, they're about an hour, mainly because it's just what I end up being able to. I start off with showing what I'm going to show. And they ask to see more stuff, and they're still engaged. If there was no engagement, it wouldn't be that long. They're engaging.
And what do you decide you're going to show?
I always show the same things. I always show our staples. So I'll have to get in. Rhonda, put that in a post, and I'll post it because I could sit here for 20 minutes to go through it. But
okay.
One of the things that I'm going to try, and I'm really excited about this, is in the outlet sale, I bought the risers.
Me too.
Your risers. So I have a Facebook party tomorrow night. So I'm going to bring up my big table. I'm going to put it, I have a curtain. So I have like my curtain right there. No, wrong way. Why? What the heck? Oh, there. So I have my curtain there, and that's usually where I do my videos, because if you have too much clutter, like if I was to do this way,
I'm really sorry. I have to get ready for work.
Go, honey, go. I'm so glad you made it.
Okay.
All good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
We've only got like 5 minutes left anyways. But if you have too much in the background, your people are focusing on that. So I have like just a white sheet up, but I'm going to put a table up. I'm going to put my risers up so that when I'm standing there, behind me is product. And it won't be cluttered, but it'll be the product that I'm going to show. So I don't have a script. I just grab my product. So I'll just grab like the large, I always start off with the large utility tote and my grocery solution bundle. So large utility tote, fresh market thermal essential storage tote. I always start with that. But because the large utility tote's on special, I'll show it. But and then I always show the deluxe. So I compare. If you do not have a deluxe utility tote, ladies, you need to get one. And the reason why is you need to be able to show the difference between the large and the deluxe, even at a home party, Facebook party, whatever. Because the deluxe has the handles, holds up to 100 pounds, has the hard plastic bottom. Large utility tote holds up to 50 pounds, doesn't have handles. Both can be personalized. Both are great for groceries and blah, 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 blah. But they need to see that size comparison. So I'll take the large and the deluxe, go back in the video, and show them side by side. And then they can get an idea of the difference between them and whatnot. Oh, good. She got it. Okay. So anyways, so that's that. So that's the Facebook. I just logged out. That's the Facebook party. I'm going to do next training in 2 weeks. We'll be on that. And I'm going to walk you through it. I provide you with all the papers. It's very different than mine, but it's the same. So mine, I use other programs. I use CinchShare. I use F.E.A.R.L.E.S.S. I use all of this other stuff. This is made for you. So it has nothing. You're not going to sit there and go, well, I don't have that, or I don't understand what that is. This is very... Someone could join tomorrow and I could hand them, I'm so proud of this training actually, I could hand them this Facebook outline, party outline, and they'd be able to do a Facebook party the next day. That's how good it is, like very, very step by step by step. And I explain to you what to do. You print it off, you make a file, blah, 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 blah. It's awesome. And I think it'll help a lot of us with that. So, okay, so Team Duguay. What else have I got? One last thing, gratitude journal, which we did already talk about, but I'm going to put it out there again. Gratitude journal and mind dump. So I have a book. This is my book. I have two. I have one that I journal my thoughts into after I read one of my self-help books, like The Secret or whatever, because I find that I'm a visual and then a retainer when I write stuff. But I also have this one, and I dump my thoughts into this. I did. I don't dump my thoughts here anymore. I now dump them into Asana. You need to check out Asana. It's freaking life-changing. It's a task database thing. Like, I don't know if you can, I can't see if you guys can see this. Shit. I can't do it. I'll screen share it next time on the training. I'll show you guys how I use it, but I can check off my thing. So that's another thing. I don't know if you saw it, Rhonda, but like when I check off something, a unicorn flies across the screen. So I feel
saw
like
that.
accomplished something. It's really cool. But like there's check boxes so that you can check off the stuff that you've got done and it's still in your system. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. So mind dump. I do mine on the computer now, but Christine, highly, highly recommend. Get that shit out of your head and just dump it. And then you can figure out later when you have 10 minutes, what are some of the things that you want to keep? What are some of the things you want to do? You may look at your mind dump and go, oh my God, I don't need to do that. That's something that's already been done or whatever. But you've gotten that mind clutter out. So I hope this was helpful. We've got like 1-2 minutes. Does anyone have any questions? Sorry. I babble. Was this helpful?
Yep.
Do you feel motivated? Do you feel less overwhelmed? Do you feel like you've got some tools and strategies?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know sometimes it feels like I give you guys the same information over and over again. So that's why I thought this time, maybe if I put it into the 2 chunks, you know, the mindset and the motivation, that it might come together a little bit better. And watch the training again. Like Alicia's trainings are intense and I have to listen to them 4 or 5 times before it really sinks. Hey, Rhonda, because you do her, like there's so much information, and really tonight there's a ton of information that I've thrown at you. But I don't want to keep you guys any longer. If you have, this will get posted in the team group, and if you have any questions, you can post, or if you want to text me, you can. Like, don't feel you can't text me. I'm available for that. But don't be upset if I direct you back to the group. That's the big thing. I just don't want you to be upset if I say, you know what, that's already been answered in the group. Can you go look in the group? Okay. So if you have questions, post it in the group. And have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Night,
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Bye.
Night.